Air tubes. Got ourselves a little treat today. Bought myself a 1997 Buick Regal GS, which in other words is supercharged, for a whopping $250, and after everything was done, so about a total of $350 for this car. Now, I've already done a little bit of work with it, so let me first go outside, walk around. Right here, I don't know if you can see all around here, I did paint work. Right now it just has primer on it because there was no paint there at all. It peeled away. You see some spots there. There's another spot. Let's see. Right here that had no paint. There's another spot right there I got to do. Here's the front. I replaced that grill because the one I was on it was peeling. Here's the side view. These tires on it are brand spanking new Michelin tires that the previous owner put on it. I say they have, 1,000, 2,000 miles on them. They're basically brand new. I gotta repaint panels on the side here. I gotta fix up nicks here. It's all around the car is like that. The window trim is hard. Came tinted. There's also on the roof there, and right here that I have to prime and paint. The wheels are pretty clean. Here's the gas tank. This was dirtier. After about a week I had the car, I gave this thing a good cleaning. Here's the back end. The exhaust was hanging low because the hanger was stretched out beyond anything, and I replaced that so it hangs nice now. I do not know what happened here, but the previous owner said that when he got the car, that was there. He only had it since last October, so he only had it for less than a year. Needs brakes, but it does stop. It's just worn the way it feels. This side is the same condition. Gotta repaint the sides, repaint nicks here, here, here. All the windows work. Well, they did work. This one didn't work because the tracker was broken. And when I fixed this one, for some reason that one stopped working. I have to look into it. Windshield wiper works. All the lights work. So, show you the inside. Now mine a little bit of mess because I am working on it, so I leave stuff in here so I could not bring it inside. Here's their inside door panel. I replaced, this had the stock silver, but I got the wood grain one from one in the junkyard. I need to get retaining clips that hold on the panels because the old plastic ones are nasty and broken. The seats are in okay condition. Of course, the driver's seat's worst of them all. Here's the driver's seat, but I don't mind it. Here's the passenger seat. Same condition, but not as bad. The back seat is in better condition, just needs cleaning. Like I said, excuse the mess because I am working on this car. Let me move this crap out the way. Trust me, the seats in the back are better, or a lot better. They're nice. They're just a little bit hard. They have to be treated. You know, it's the same thing there. The back of the seats are nice. Carpet's nice. I gotta shampoo them because I guess I dropped some soda or something. Headliner's still up, except for in the back, but that's okay. It's the back carpet deck right here. Like I said, I have to get some plastic clips here because the plastic retaining clips are no good, so they're just brittle and broke when I took the panels off to look inside. For some reason, this one's missing the thing that holds the door right there, so it just swings freely. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna sit in now. Alright, this is what we got. The mileage on this is 90,000, let's see, 90,363 miles on it. Got the normal 4-speed transmission, traction control. It's got a compartment in here to put your stuff in, cigarettes, whatever, but I don't smoke. This has the dual climate, which the AC on this car works perfectly, except for the door actuators are kind of sticky because the previous owner said the owner that he bought it from sat for under a tree for a very long time. That's why the paint's in this condition. Here's the center console. Comes with a change holder, and it's rather pretty big. This didn't latch before, but I fixed that. Glove compartment works. I have all the paperwork inside. Let's get a new mirror. I have no idea what happened here. None of these lights work. Yeah, none of these lights work. I have to get a new mirror from the junkyard. This trimming right here was missing. Got one from the junkyard, put it there. I have to get another one for this one because the clips that hold it on get brittle and they break, and you know, they broke. But I got it like that. I didn't break it, but be lucky to find one in the junkyard. I found lucky to find out one and not break it when I took it out. Let's look at the engine. I've done quite a bit of engine work. Alright, here it is. Now, when I first got this car, everything you see here, all this right here, siding, the shock towers on the hood, covered in dirt. It's covered in it. So, spent a couple hours scrubbing at it. This cover was covered in oil. I degreased it, but the plastic is dull on it. Windshield wiper spares work. Everything works on this car. It needs new dog bone engine mounts. Currently I'm flushing the coolant system because they have water going through it, you know, and it's supposed to be Dex Cool, and looks like whatever Dex Cool is in there dried up, so it's gunky. I replaced the air filter on here, cleaned up the box, the bars, the hoses, the dog bones, the ribs. Everything you see here was completely like layered dust. It looks similar to something like this. See how that tube looks right here? That's how everything looked like 10 times worse. So let's take the cover off. If I could get it off. There we go. Set this aside. Put the filler neck back on. Now the valves are a little toasty. Seems like they haven't kept up with the maintenance, but I'm gonna do an oil change and I'm gonna keep it maintained from now on. So that should clear it up. I replaced the dipstick because the neck was broken right here. Got one from the junkyard. I replaced the wires, just normal Duralast wires. Just for the meanwhile, you know, ordered them nicely. I put in the original spark plugs. They are AC Delco Iridiums I put in it. It has both belts were replaced by the previous owner. He told me they look really new. It also has new rear struts, which I can't show you because, you know. And I also replaced the supercharger coupling in here with a ZZP performance coupling. That took a hell of a getting out, beating off the parts where you could pry it off at. You know, it's not very pretty, but one's covered, other one isn't. But what can I say? And don't rain. It's starting to rain. Anyways, down here was all covered in oil, gunked up here, all around here, and a little bit down here. What I did was I took some degreaser from AutoZone. Works really well. I forgot the name. Laid it on there, let it sit as I was working on the car. Sprayed it down, sprayed it with more, scrubbed a little bit, and that's the result. And I did the Eden supercharger. So this is the way you see it now is relatively clean to it before. I tried to find a picture of it before what it looked like, so to get an idea. Let's see. I also replaced the turn signals because one of them was burnt, so I just replaced both because it's better to do both than just only do one. I have to replace the valve cover gaskets. Both sides I have to do. I have to replace the cooling elbows. Even though it's not cracked, it's leaking around the O-ring, so that's a problem I have to solve. It's starting to rain. Let's see. I don't know what this is. Some kind of wrap thing that's stuck on there. I gotta peel it off. Alright. Show you guys the trunk. The trunk is also a mess because I have been moving it. Now, this dent right here, this looked like this right here, and I pounded some of it out. So, also there's more work I gotta do here. I only sprayed it temporarily. I started on this one. I still haven't finished it. It's this spot right here, and there's a spot right there. I gotta do some right there, and it is raining. So here's the trunk. Like I said, it's a mess. I took the spare out because I had a weird smell. The bottom was wet. It turns out the seals are bad. I gotta replace the weather seals. But all in all, you know, it's all together. It's clean inside. It's got some scuff right here, but I'm gonna take some primer to it so it won't rust away. When I got it, also this was about 5 inches of decomposing leaves on both sides. All this was completely black and dirty, black and dirty. Here too. I cleaned that up. I still gotta clean it some more. Like that rust spot, I gotta do. The rust spots on the roof were my first priorities. But I also cleaned, I forgot to mention the mass airflow sensor on this car because it was running rough even after the spark plugs changed. I checked the mass airflow sensor because the air box was dirty. Everything was really dirty, so I'm assuming that dirt got in there, and I was correct. I cleaned out the mass airflow sensor. It was a chunk of dirt on one of the sensors. After that, it's run perfect since then. So I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Alright. Now the car is already warm because I just used it earlier. So here you go. I'm just gonna bump the key and it should start perfectly. Yep. windshield wipers work, of course. Like I said, now these are 22 inches, but they work just fine. Alright. Now the only thing is, it has low coolant, of course, as it's doing that flush. Change the oil because it has 0% oil life. But the oil is still good. It's just the guy never reset it. The service is for the oil. The anti-lock brakes are on, and the traction control won't turn on. So I'm guessing one of the bearings are bad. I'm guessing. Let's give it a rev for a good day. Okay, let's go to the front. Here it is, running. Now you're hearing a little bit of noise. That's a pulley I have to change. It's one of the idler pulleys that's making that noise, so it's nothing mechanical. And give you a little rev. Give you guys another quick walk around. Runs really smooth now. Like I said, it's mostly cosmetics. Tires are already done. It's just a lot of maintenance work that was never done to it that I gotta do to it. But that's no problem because I got this car for $250, a bargaining price. So it wasn't expensive at all. And here's what it looks with the low beams and the fog lights on. They both work. Alright, tubers. I'm going to catch you guys later because it's starting to rain more. This is going to be my project. First, restoration. Then after restoration, I'm going to build the car. And it's not going to be an everyday video. It's going to be updated every so often because I don't have a lot of money. So, give you guys what you think. Suggestions, whatever you guys could recommend to me. What I could do, like paint, stuff like that. And, I'll see you guys later in the next video. Here's the plugs in it. These were the front three, these were auto lights. Copper 605s. And the back three were the original AC Delcos. They never changed that. So I'm doing the coolant flush. Here's the first flush. It's really nasty. And one more thing that I forgot to show, that it has, this Buick has the Regal, got a good keys, be right back. This Buick also has armrest in the middle, which comes down. It's pretty big, you know. And here the leather is nice and soft, but here it's a little hard here, soft down here. And it also has where you could open this. It has something long, comes right down to the trunk, which I thought was pretty cool. Thought I'd show you guys that too. Don't want to forget that. So, as a bonus, I'm gonna do a cold start of a '97 Buick LeSabre. It's been about a month and a half, 2 months, maybe. I say a month at least since I last started it. It should start. I had the battery disconnected on both sides, so should have plenty charge. Should turn over right away. You know, it runs pretty good. Really muggy in here because the trunk wheel well is rusted out. Let's get that cut out. But here we go. Yep, right away like usual. Should work. Yep, still work. Alright, tubers, that'll be it.